All right, welcome to the House Judiciary Committee this Wednesday afternoon, May 26th. We're looking at S-193, two amendments that we need to have straw polls on. The one is we started looking at last week, draft number 4.1, Representative Wood of Waterbury, among others. And we did take testimony on that. This puts into place certain changes for what will be in place in 2029. We have actually in the second amendment we're going to look at from Representative Burdett and others from this committee implements that same kind of language that is in the Wood amendment, but for the implementation of the interim. So it's essentially the same language. Wood amendment dealing with after 1929, July 29, and the Burdett amendment would be the interim, same language. So I just wanted to flag that for folks. Yeah.
And so, because this is a lot of stuff has happened on this bill, both amendments are necessary because the Wood amendment applies after the Burdett amendment applies for the interim, both to apply the changes across the whole thing.
Correct. That's correct. We did have some changes this morning that have been implemented in here, and they're all actually in the emergency rulemaking. And I just want to flag one other change that was put in place after some further discussions with folks from Human Services, and Tom and I discussed it as well. And actually, even just some of the concerns we were hearing during this morning, the walkthrough, that I think a lot of those concerns can be taken care of if we have a little bit of time for next legislative session to look again at the statute in light of whatever the rules are that come out of the rulemaking. So on page 24 of 5.1, you'll see on line 10 that the rules would not take effect until July 1st of 2027. So we think that that's going to take care of a number of individuals' concerns. The other couple changes that were put into place are also in the rulemaking. The one is, let me find that. On page 25, lines 11 and 12 is another change, just making sure that it is essentially AHS medical director that's going to be having the contract, and not Department of Corrections. And I think that was it. So in any event, but let's go to the 4.1, draft 4.1 of the Wood Amendment, and I would take a motion to find it favorable. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor of... Yep, go ahead.
That's not pushing it off for another year, right? The Wood Amendment?
No, that's not. This is for when 2029, when it goes into effect. This language would apply to the process. Good. All right, all those in favor of finding this favorable, please raise your hand. And in the hand, all right, so that's 10-0-1. And let's go to the next one, which is draft number 5.1, which is the Burdett et al. Amendment. And I will go ahead and take a motion to find that favorable as well. Second. Yeah, please. Yeah, sure.
This goes into effect.
What's that?
Goes into effect.
It goes into effect right away, but the rules, whatever the rules that come out of the emergency rulemaking, would go into effect July 1st, 2027. To give at least one session to any kind of adjustments that need to be made, if any.
So,
yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you said it goes into effect right away. What does that mean?
Well, the rulemaking will go into effect right away. They get to
The process.
The process, exactly.
So is that the same as delaying this a year, which I have no idea why we're delaying it a year when it's been put off for like 8 years?
I wouldn't say it's been delayed for a year. The rulemaking is due to be done by December 31st. Presumably, there's actually going to need to be time anyway for agencies to proceed to implement that rule, or to get ready to implement that rule, including with an RFP and the like. So Yeah, it does delay it a little bit longer to July 1st, instead of potentially earlier in the year. That is true.
So in a sense, it delays it. If you want to call it delay, it's giving time to get all the ducks in a row, basically, but it's 6 months. It's not a year.
Right. Yeah, it is the definitely,
Instead of December 31st or January 1st, whatever, it's July 1st.
So the public safety end of it was there a discussion on that about, I mean, we've been dealing with it. I mean, it seems like, to me, it's like the big issue has been DOC, which is where they're going anyway until things get dealt with, whether it's mental health or whatever separate area that it goes to. So I still don't get it. I mean, since I've been here, it's like this has been needed and it doesn't get dealt with and it keeps getting held up and it just seems like it's another not unnecessary delay as far as I'm concerned.
yeah, I mean, I think it is, given some of the concerns that I heard this morning and then I've heard offline, having a little bit of time once we see the rules, I think satisfies a lot of those concerns.
But my concern is public safety, and I don't think it's being taken care of.
Well, I think that these individuals I think the bigger downside is that these individuals aren't going to get the treatment until starting July 1st. I don't
Aren't
think.
they already getting the treatment?
No,
No,
no, they're not. I mean, that's my bigger concern, but I really think it's important to give a little bit of time for the next session.
one way that whether we extend it to July 1st or not, the rules are done December 31st. Okay, but just because the rules are done doesn't mean that any department, whether it's Department of Health, the agency, human service stuff, the Department of Corrections, it doesn't mean on January 1st they just boom, they implement them
December 31st of
this year.
Okay.
So even if we said everything takes effect on December 31st or January 1st, whatever, there's still going to be a time period for these people to get up to speed to implement the new rules. And there's trainings to go through, there's, getting the providers, ready to go and that type of thing. So by extending it 6 months to July 1st, it really isn't going to be that much longer than what it would have been anyway. I got to believe it would have taken a few months anyway for everybody to get all their plans in place.
Yeah, additional plan.
But am I crazy about the July 1st? No, but it's not as big a deal as what I thought it was at first. And this continues to move forward like it should. Another 6 months, it's been delayed 9 years for basically the people want perfection. And yeah, I'm good with it.
Anyone else? Yeah, Jack.
I echo Representative Goslink's concerns, but this bill has not been perfect since it was introduced. It was not perfect when we passed it off committee, and it's not perfect going out now. But we just can't let perfect get in the way of good. And to what the vice chair just said, I think and to what Representative Goslink was saying is that Vermont and our communities are in such desperate need of this legislation getting passed, and some kind of viable solution being brought forward from this body. So for that reason, again, not perfect, but I will be voting yes, just to support it and keep this moving along.
Anyone else? Yeah, Ian.
Yeah, very briefly, hasn't been perfect. I think I was also a little concerned around delay. The other part that I'm thinking about is just that the reality is once this goes into effect, restoration of competency is a thing that takes time. We're not going to flip a switch and have individuals probably restored immediately. And so the delay of 6 months, even if it's even 6 months, is, I think, better in the long term to make sure that the rules that we have in place are the right ones. And so I'll be voting in favor.
Anybody else? All right, so all those in favor of finding draft number 5.1 of S 193 favorable, please raise your hand. And those opposed? And he's thinking about what he wants to do. Coach, where are you? I didn't see
Also
you one way or
thinking about what
another.
it wants to do.
Coach, are you gonna vote on this? All right, raise your hand. So right now it's 9-0. Is that yes or no?
I think it.
Will we have to amend it to take his name off the,
Is it possible
list?
that it will end up being a matter of a couple months, like, I think it's probably, just because I'm thinking about, like, they don't have, I don't think they have a medical director yet, like, there's a lot in place. There's a lot of.
Are you trying to help me to get this?
I
down
am,
months?
I am.
Did you need to vote for it?
Yes.
911 is 911.
Good. All right, 10-0-1. All right, we're adjourned, and I may not see you guys again. It's gonna move with it. This may have been our last business, but I'm sure we will be here.
Whoa.
No, I think ours is. I mean, we're not done.
Committee conference at 4 or something.
Oh, well, that's true. We may always have a committee conference.